Oh.
Hi, I'm Faye.
Hello, I'm Fluffy.
We're on a mission to be fabulous.
Bring joy, and most importantly, bring the house
down. Hi, everyone. Oh, we've got such an exciting day planned today.
That's right, Faye. It's Fashion Dance Party Day.
And I need to find something to wear. Look at me.
Oh, I'm looking at you, and you look great. Doesn't she look great, everybody?
Yeah! Friends, but I need to find something that says me.
I got it. How about these?
A sparkly boa. Ooh, this makes me happy. Now, do any of you have clothes that make you feel happy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I like when I wear my candy cane dress. I wear my rainbow pants.
We love rainbows.
I love my funky socks.
It's amazing how clothes can help us express who we are.
Hi!
Oh, everyone, welcome Shayla's on!
Hello, how are you doing?
We're so excited you're here because you're going to help inspire us to have a fun time at our fashion party today.
It's gonna be fashion, it's gonna be dancing, and it's gonna be a party.
So what are some things that you like to put on that feel amazing?
Honestly, anything that has a nice little sparkle and a rhinestone, it's fun, isn't it? But I think it's just about the authentic representation on how I feel that day.
Does anyone know what that means when I say my authentic self?
Being your own self.
Yes. What does that mean to you? Shilazon?
My traditional identity is two-spirit. It's an indigenous person who is born with both a masculine and feminine spirit. So I changed my ideas of what I love every day, and my pronouns are he, she, and they.
Pronouns are another way we can express ourselves.
Something just caught my eye.
Yeah.
Finn is wearing this beautiful pink tutu with the hearts on it. How do you feel when you wear that, Finn?
I feel happy.
But what's something that makes you feel fabulous?
Glamorous.
My Stitch and Angel nightgown.
Yeah.
I have my leather jacket.
Ooh.
My shoe is unicorn.
A unicorn?
It's amazing.
Maybe I can find something that Shilazon might really love. Here you go.
Thank you.
Does that make you feel a little more fabulous?
A little more glamorous, I think.
Yes.
Once I was wearing a pink shirt and everybody was telling me, why are you wearing a pink shirt? And I said, because I kind of wanted to.
Can anyone wear pink?
Yeah.
Can anyone wear purple?
Yeah.
Do you think that everyone should be allowed to wear what they want? Yes.
Because clothes are for everyone.
What are other ways that you can express yourself?
I really like to sing.
I love to dance wherever I go.
Maybe those are all ways that we can
Express
yourself. Today I feel fabulous and happy. Can you help me pick out something that expresses how I feel?
Yes!
Great. Let's see what we have here. Ooh, excellent outfit. I do like eggs, but I feel like I want to be more sparkly. Is this sparkly?
No!
You're right. I need something bigger and more me. Let's try again. Okay, loving that color, but still an egg. You crack me up, Closet. Shall we try again?
Yes!
Wow! This feels like me, but it's missing one thing. Ooh, this feels exactly the way I want to express myself. Thank you for helping me.
Hello, my name is Aspen. I am they, them, and I'm 7 years old. And how I like to dress is I like to do pants, shirts, and overalls a lot. Sometimes I wear dresses, and most of the time I wear nail polish. But why I love rainbows is more because they're like love and peace to me.
My clothes express who I am, and I can wear whatever I like.
Bye!
Are you all ready to sing the Settle Down song with us?
Yes!
Everybody settle down, how quiet can you be? Shake real fast, shake real slow, stand still as a tree. Now sit right down and gather round, it's story time. We settle down, now take a look, let's open up this book.
Today's book is Teo's Tutu.
Teo entered his first day of ballet class holding Ama's and Poppy's hands. These were the hands that twirled him during the cumbia and waved to the Bhangra beat when they danced at home. But ballet was nothing like cumbia or Bhangra. As Teo peeked inside the studio, his stomach felt topsy-turvy.
Alma kissed him on the forehead. Just enjoy dancing like we do at home. Teo nodded, picturing the arch of the dancer's feet in releve, their split straight legs as they leaped through the air, and their perfect pirouettes.
Ms. Lila patted the spot on the floor next to her, and Teo sat down. Finn, there's a Finn in this book.
What?
Finn pointed to Teo's tutu. Why are you wearing that? Because it's pretty, Teo replied. Ms. Lila smiled. I wish I had a tutu like that. And you do have a tutu like that.
Tinkling piano notes filled the studio as the class stretched their arms up and side to side. They touched their toes and made butterfly wings with their legs. Teo never knew he was so flexible. He raised his hand. When do we split in the air? It takes a lot of practice to perform a grand jeté, Miss Lila answered.
Miss Lila demonstrated first through fifth position. Teo's feet were light on the ground like just fallen leaves. He held his arms out softly as the music swirled around him. He knew these were small but important steps, and he wanted to get them just right.
Each week in class, Teo learned new movements. He loved how his ballet slippers hugged his feet and the way his tutu swayed like the autumn breeze. He couldn't wait to perform on stage before a real audience.
At home, Teo practiced. His arms and legs were ocean waves flowing. Soon he could stand on his tiptoes in releve. But arabesque was so hard. He kept losing his balance.
One day, Miss Lila had an announcement. Our costumes for the recital have arrived. Please choose the costume you'd like to perform in. Teo knew which costume he wanted to wear. As he grabbed his leotard, Teo felt everyone's eyes on him. This wasn't the kind of audience he wanted. Slowly, he picked up the shirt and pants and placed both costumes in his bag.
That night, Teo pulled on the black pants. They were so plain. The silver shirt was shiny, but it didn't even sparkle. Next, Teo tried on the leotard. It was soft and stretchy. The tutu fluffed out around him like a cloud as he rehearsed the recital routine. Teo loved who he saw in the mirror. But what if the audience didn't love him back?
Ama peeked in. Dinner's almost ready. Just then, Teo heard his family's favorite playlist. The shaking of maracas got louder as he went downstairs. You're ready for the stage, Poppy beamed. He took Teo's hands and they two-stepped the cumbia forward and back. They danced until dinner time.
When Teo arrived at the recital the next day, he slowly approached his class backstage, then paused. His stomach did fouettes. Ama knelt down. These are the ways we must be brave sometimes. Papi put his arms around Teo. Tu eres valiente.
Teo pictured himself at home dancing with Ama and Papi. In his head, he heard the dull drums as they danced Bhangra. He imagined the way his hips shook like maracas when they danced the cumbia. Most of all, Teo thought about how much he loved to dance.
Miss Lila gathered her dancers. You look perfect, Teo, she said. They walked onto the dark stage together, hands clasped.
I like Teo's teacher.
She's being very supportive and loving.
When the curtain opened, Teo's arms and legs knew just what to do. He fluttered around the stage, his costume twinkling under the warm lights. His arabesque was poised and balanced. Beautiful.
The music stopped. The audience was on its feet cheering. Teo's heart felt bigger than his whole body. He beamed out at his mom and dad, his biggest fans. The end!
Yay! Did you all enjoy the story we shared today?
Thank you so much, Elizon, for being our special guest today.
I had the best time.
Now remember to care.
Remember to be kind.
And remember to read. See you next time.
Fashion Dance Party!